On today's vlog, I'm going to show you 3 cheap knives that I think are great options for every deer hunter. I want to talk to you about what cheap is to me. These knives here, one is a $60 knife and the other 2 are $30 knives. That's a pretty affordable knife. Seems like to me if you get much below that price point, that's when you can kind of run into some crappy stuff. All these knives I've used for years now, and they've been tested by myself and others over time to be proven to be really high quality knives for the amount of money you're investing in them. I do have a couple of expensive knives, and I always seem to gravitate towards these ones just because I'm not afraid to break them, and I feel like I can use them as tools and not feel like I'm holding something real precious. The first knife I'm going to talk to you about is a fixed blade. This is the Essie Aula. This is a 3-inch blade. Has a really nice kind of a round profile. This knife is perfect for skinning in the field, for skinning in your garage. It's a good gutting knife. The knife is really well made. It's very simple. It's fairly light. It comes with a hard sheath that you see right here in my hand. Something I did do to modify my sheath is I put some reflective paracord on it just to reduce the likelihood of me losing it at night. Shines in with the headlamp. This knife for $60 I think is a really good bang for your buck. They make them in all different types of configurations and colors. If I had to buy one knife, this is probably the one I would get. The blade thickness it's a really nice thick blade in terms of you're not really you can work around bones and not have to worry about breaking this knife or causing any damage to it. It also sharpens up real nice and holds an edge real nice. So my first knife I would recommend getting is this Essie Aula for $60. The second knife that I probably use this knife more than any other knife in my arsenal is this knife. This is a Victorian Knox 6-inch boning knife. These things are 30 bucks. I'll have a link to all these knives down below. This thing is awesome for butchering deer. It has a decent amount of flex to the blade, but it's still pretty rigid. I've had probably 3 of these over the years, and I've never broken one, and they've always come in really good handy. I still have all 3 of them. It does hold an edge really nice. It's fairly easy to sharpen. If you're going to butcher your deer at home, this knife is, I think, to me, one of the gold standards of butcher's kit. There's better ones on the market, there's cheaper ones on the market, but this Victorian Knox has really been tried and true for me. Something that I go to for not only butchering, but for we keep this in our kitchen, and we use it all the time in the kitchen as well. Finally, the third knife I would tell you to buy is the Outdoor Edge Razor. Again, $30. This is the knife that lives in what I call my kill kit. This is the knife that goes with me every time I go to recover a deer. This is the knife that goes with me whenever I go to pack out a deer. The reason I really like this knife is because it has interchangeable blades. And although it's not that cool to have an interchangeable blade knife, it's much cooler to take this thing and strop it and kind of bring the old days back. This is super convenient whenever you're kind of in a time crunch. These are also super sharp right out of the package. Now obviously, since they are super sharp, they're also super dangerous. I mean, I think these are like medical grade sharpness, so you can cut yourself pretty bad with these, so you have to be very careful. But whenever you're in the field, you're wanting to get things done quickly, you don't have time to spend 10 minutes resharpening your knife, you just simply push this button, this blade pops out, you get rid of it, grab a new one, and then pop it right back in. I like this one because, to me, the system of taking the blade in and out is a lot safer than some of the other brands that I've used in the past. Some of the other brands, you gotta like kind of bend the blade and then kind of force it in and clip it, and there's just a lot going on. This one really reduces the amount of blade that you actually have to work with, and it's really streamlined the way it pops in and out of the blade itself. So that's my third knife I would buy, is the Field Razor by Outdoor Edge. All right, guys. That's it for this video. I hope you like this type of format. I'll do some of these from time to time on gear. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel below for all kinds of outdoor related content, outdoor related gear, and a daily vlog. See you tomorrow.